Welcome to Purple Pond YouTube channel. Today we will talk about wellness. Wellness? Yes, financial wellness. Let's look at the 4 different ratios of personal finance which can actually give you an indication of your financial wellness. Most of us would have gone through the balance sheet of a company where we access few of the ratios to look at the healthiness of the cash flow or soundness of the financials of the company. Similarly, we have 4 different ratios. We can use 4 different ratios to assess the financial healthiness of an individual. Today we will look at how these 4 ratios can be effectively used in gauging the financial wellness, or looking at those ratios, how do one work towards becoming financially healthy. The first ratio among the 4 ratios is called the basic liquidity ratio. It is a very simple ratio defined in terms of how many months can you survive without an active income coming into your bank account. This is simply mathematically, if you want to express, it is the liquidable cash that you have to the monthly expenses what you would require. For example, if your monthly expenses including the EMI that you have to pay is 1 lakh, and if you have liquidable instruments of 4 lakhs, then it is just 4 months of coverage that you have as a liquidable instruments. So your basic liquidity ratio will be defined as 4. Youngsters have the habit of mopping up things which otherwise would not be needed if it is offered through a easy EMI payment. So you will have to understand the EMI, if it is 40% or less, gives you a smooth cash flow. If you look at it, whenever somebody mops up items which are offered through EMI, his cash flow gets strained. And we have seen people who have 60-70% of their salary going as EMI. If this is the case, then cash flow will be a huge problem. And believe us, cash flow is mother of all problems. If your cash flow gets strained, your life gets strained. So please be careful. Have your EMI to income ratio well below 40%. One of the discussion, someone asked me, "Sir, already I am at 60% of my salary. The EMI is 60% of my salary. What can I do about it?" I was to give him only a hope that don't worry, do not sign any more dotted lines, and as the increments come in a day, in a year or two, your ratio should be well below 40. Then the next important ratio could be investment income ratio. Here we look at what is the amount of money that you are setting aside for future consumption when you receive a salary. So this is basically looked at in line with the principle called pay yourself first. How much money you are taking aside from your salary and putting it for your future use. So we recommend for 25 to 40% of your salary, if it can go towards investment, then it is a good planning process. The fourth important indicator is the net worth. The net worth, as per the definition of the book, is your assets minus liabilities. So we have slightly tweaked the definition of net worth. We consider your self-occupied property, one house, self-occupied house value as 0, because most of the time we may not monetize that at any emergency situation also. So your house be at a very high value also, that is not going to be monetized for any of your goals or any of your meeting any of your cash requirements. So basically we make one of the house, the self-occupied property, as value 0 and calculate the net worth criteria. So if you look at this whole exercise of trying to understand your financial well-being, the diagonal two ratios, the ratio called EMI to income ratio and investment to income ratio, if these two ratios are monitored, if these two ratios are kept in check, for example, your EMI to income ratio is brought down considerably, your investment to income ratio is increased considerably, then it will prove to be a wealth aggregation effort. Your basic liquidity ratio will always be good and your net worth keeps increasing. So when I say these four ratios can be the mirror, and every time you look at these four ratios, it can reflect on your financial well-being. This you can have this four ratios of the dashboard, and you can keep validating your net worth. Net worth is going to be the final outcome of your money management. Every year, if you sit aside, spend some time and look at the net worth, if you are on an increasing path with respect to net worth, then you are doing a fine job. If there is a stagnation or if there is an erosion in your net worth, then there is some leakage in your money management which you will have to look at. Okay, the next question people can ask is, Saravanan, we have enough cash flow, and what are these four ratios going to do in my case? Yes, now look at these four ratios slightly differently. One of the client said, sir, that is not a problem. Basic liquidity ratio as you defined, I have around 40-50 lakhs in my savings account, so I have a coverage of around 20-25 months. Yeah, this can also give you an input that your money management is not optimal, meaning you are making the money idle in bank account which can earn only 2.75%. So basically this basic liquidity ratio can give you indication on the deficiency or on the improper money management. So look at these four ratios and constantly try to address these four ratios so that your financial well-being is kept up. Let's look at a typical data sheet of a client. A client who earns about 1,90,000 has 10 lakhs as a liquid instrument. His expenses are 1,13,000. So his basic liquidity ratio turns out to be 8.8%. We have indicated in green. If you look at his EMI is about 52,000 rupees per month, where his income is 1.9 lakhs. So his EMI to income ratio is 27, which is 27%, which is again well within the 40% recommended range. So he scores on that. If you look at his investment, he invests 25,000 rupees out of his 1,90,000 rupees. This is where he is not scoring. He is supposed to improve on this particular contribution from the salary. If you look at this particular sheet on a regular basis, you will know how to shore up your investments or how to decrease your EMI so that your net worth increases on a yearly basis. Let's look at what are the recommended ratios. As I told you, basic liquidity ratio, at least you have to make an effort to keep 6 months. The investment to income ratio, if you are able to keep it at 25 to 40% of your salary, it is a good way to manage your money. If your EMI is well below 40% of your salary, it is again good. Then when you do all this, your net worth keeps increasing. That is the proof of you becoming wealthier. Friends, let's look at these four ratios on a continued basis and test our financial wellness as we go along in accumulating our wealth. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Let's meet in our next session with yet another concept. Thank you for watching.